Hey guys, what's up? So I tried to do this video um with a screen record. Would have been a lot easier. But I got through it till the end and it did not record. So gonna do this the hard way, which was super painful. So you're welcome. Do it again. Because this is like, you know what? Candus Wells has a press secretary. Don't know who this woman is. I don't know her name. I don't know where she came from. But I'll tell you what I do know. She is a press secretary. Her job is to present a narrative to the public and to give them the information that Candus Wells wants the public to know. And I'm going to show you exactly why that's true. So, when Candus Wells started this stream, she said, this is going to be a Q&A. Okay? And everybody jumped on and they went, oh, wow, Candus Wells is finally going to answer some questions about when Summer went missing. Candus Wells' daughter is missing. Candus Wells is one of 3 people that saw her that day. And all 3 of those people have stories that don't match up, that don't make sense. Her daughter's still missing. And because she's still missing, and because all the stories are conflicting, and because none of them make sense, and because nobody's answering questions, nobody's doing interviews, everybody wants to know what her story is. Everybody wants her to do an interview. Everybody wants her to answer questions, but not about her hair, but not about how she's doing, but not about her dogs. Everybody wants to know about the day that Summer went missing. We want her to go back to that day and answer specific questions about that day, about the inconsistencies, about where the stories don't match up, about go back to the specific time when, for example, when grandma said she took a nap. Did she actually take a nap, or why did she say she took a nap? Or let's say between 2:30 when you dropped Hunter off and you went home and you got there a little after 3:15. Okay, you didn't call the cops until 6:30. What did you do for 3 hours? You explained about 25 minutes worth of things. What did you do for the other 3 hours and 15 minutes? Why, when you called 911, did the dispatcher say that you were out for 10 minutes running errands? Why did you tell the dispatcher you were gone running errands for 10 minutes and that you came back and Summer was gone? Why is it a completely different story that you've been telling us for the last 8 months? Did the dispatcher get it wrong? Or is that what you told her? Because that call was recorded, obviously. It's going to come out, right? So we want to know like specific questions about that day, Candace. So let's find out what actually happened whenever Candace did a Q&A, which everybody was like, okay, let's ask her the questions. Let's get the answers that we're looking for. I mean, that's just a few that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, I'm spitballing. But like, I'm sure you guys have your own questions, right? Everybody wants to know. Everybody has questions about this day. You can put in the comments what your question. Put in the comments actually after this video, if you watch this video. Put in the comments for me. Do me a favor and put in the comments. What would your question be to Candace if you could have one question and you could have her answer honestly or not honestly? It doesn't even matter what her answer, if it would be honest or not, if just so she would answer us, so we could get her locked into something, right? That's the point, to get her locked in, whether it's the truth or it's a lie, doesn't matter, really. Just an answer would be nice. So, yeah, put in the comments. I'd like to know what your question would be. So, here you go. Let's listen to this and let's see what her Q&A and her press her press secretary. Let's see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Hang on, I got my detective hat on, by the way, guys. Got my detective hat on.
Hello, Mama 5.
Oh, crap. Okay. She immediately gets on here. First thing she does, she starts reading people's names, but she's not saying anything else. And people are like scrolling down through here. People are like saying they're asking her questions already in this chat. And she's completely ignoring it. She's acting like she's confused right now.
Thank you, Honest Rage.
Yeah,
How you all doing tonight?
she's not going to answer anything. And in a second, she's going to put it on mute and she's going to call her press secretary to hurry
really
up
good.
because she does not want to talk to any of these people. Hang
Thank
on.
you, Glitter.
I'm going to pull up the chat so you can see it. Okay.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, we want to see the chat here. Where are we going? I want to see the chat. Come on. Where's this chat at? Because that's really important for this.
Give me a few minutes here while I fix this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Sheridan.
A few minutes. Let's look at the comments here. I wonder if anybody says, there was one girl that made a comment and she said, "You're not answering any of our questions." It's like, yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's the point. The point was to get the Cash App up, to get the wish list up, to get the narrative out, and get the hell out of Dodge. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, come on, where's the, where's it?
Hold on, guys, just a minute.
Oh, I feel like her. Hold on, guys, just a minute. Trying to get these, all comment threads. Oh, I want chats. Oh, there we go. Okay, I want chats. Did I get them? I don't want that. Okay, hang on, I see it. Over here, I see it. Okay. All right, found the chats. Live chat replay. All right, you guys can see this chat, right? You guys can see this chat, right? All right, here we go. So she's just completely ignoring these guys. And she hit the mute button. It's not, and everybody's saying, no sound, Candus. Trying to let her know that they can't hear her. But she knows. She's perfectly aware that they can't hear her because she hit the mute button. And she's talking to her press secretary. They're like, look at this. They're like, no sound. Candace, no sound, honey. No sound. Look at her. She's laughing at them. She's laughing at them. She's talking to her press secretary. She's like, these dumbasses think I don't know that they can't hear me. You just read them. Look. No sound. You're muted. Muted. She knows, guys.
Okay, we're gonna get started here, guys.
Look, she unmuted it. See that? See how that works? She knows how a mute button works. But watch, she's
Can you hear?
See
Can
that?
y'all hear me now?
She's going to act like she didn't know. Yeah, they can hear you because you unmuted it, Candace. She's going to act like, oh, look. Oh, yay. Yeah, we
You
can
ready to
hear
get
you.
started?
Good job, Candace. You fixed it.
Hello, everybody.
Wait, hang on.
I am.
So you guys get it? She was like stalling big time till the press secretary came. Because the point wasn't to get on to answer any questions at all. The point was to get on to get the press secretary on there so that they could do exactly what they're about to do. Now, she has a notebook. This press secretary, they had came up with this idea before they came on. Let's do, how are we going to get your Cash App and your Amazon wish list out to everybody without getting beat into the ground and torn apart for making a video with your Cash App and your wish list? I know, let's do a Q&A. Well, we'll frame it as a Q&A, but we won't actually do a Q&A. What we'll do is I'll write down questions on a notebook and I'll read them to you and pretend like I'm reading them from the chat. But we'll make them questions that we come up with and that you want to answer. So here you go. And I'll tell you what, I know this because I hear the notebook pages turning as she's trying to get the next question out. And I'll pause it whenever she does it. Okay, ready? And plus, the questions aren't even in the chat. It's so obvious. But I hear the notebook. Okay? And you will too.
A friend of Candace's, and we're going to basically have a Q&A tonight with her.
Are you? Or are you going to read your notebook?
I want to address.
Hang on.
Something real quick.
Okay. Now, I already hear the notebook, but that wouldn't necessarily mean that questions are on there yet because she's starting to talk about something else. But you're going to hear her flip notebook to do the questions themselves too. All the questions are in that notebook. They scripted the whole thing.
You ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody. I am a friend of Candace's, and we're going to basically have a Q&A tonight with her. I want to address something real quick. The wish list. I have heard and seen several things about
interesting.
Negative,
the very
of
first
course,
thing
about the wish list. She has been asked many times to create a wish list.
Oh.
And she just kept putting it off.
Oh.
I came and I helped her create the wish list.
How kind of you.
At the request of the public.
I see.
So just wanted to clarify her wish list. You are not obligated in any way, shape, or form to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that have asked, the link will be in the chat.
Okay.
If you choose.
Okay.
Her Cash App.
Oh, the Cash App.
In the
Wait,
chat.
hang on a
second.
second.
If you choose, you are not obligated to do anything.
Where'd the Cash App come from? I don't know.
So
you just threw the Cash App in there.
Questions.
Who said anything about a Cash App? You said wish list, but then the Cash App that was just a bonus.
Get a few questions.
She hurried up. She just rolled right over the Cash App. I guess.
She just wanted to acknowledge and say hello to people. And
no, she just wanted to acknowledge and say hello to people, but except for she had herself on mute the entire time until her press secretary showed up, huh?
Answer some questions.
Oh, and she wants to answer some questions, except for she has all the questions wrote down on a notebook that you wrote for her before you even started the stream.
So we will get started.
Oh, will we? Okay, let's get started. Let's do that.
A lot of these are questions that have YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Believe it or not, Candace, everybody is loving your hair and wants to know, are you growing it back or will you cut it again?
It does look nice. It does look very nice.
Grow it.
And
stop wearing that stupid hat.
Yourself? Several people have made comments about you losing weight. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating like you should?
Stop drinking alcohol, Candace.
Everybody
drinking
knows
too
it's stressful
much.
for you, but are you taking care of yourself?
Yes, I'm taking care of
No,
myself.
you're not. You're drinking every night.
Very much so.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You need help, Candace. You're drinking too
A
much.
lot of people want to know, do
You look
need
nice
anything?
right now.
Is there
You look
anything
sober, and
that
that's
you
good.
need?
That's a tough one. I really don't
You
need
need a
much
detox.
of anything.
You need a rehab,
Okay.
Candace. You need to go to a rehab.
All right, we want to ask you a how are things coming on the house? How is the remodel, the upgrade, whatever you want to call it? How is that coming along?
I'm doing one day at a time with the house.
Okay. Hang on a second. I just want to say, so far, all these questions, let's see. How is the house? Let's see if that's in the chat. Who is talking? Is in the chat. How is Donnie is in the chat. Where is Summer is in the chat. Let's see. I do not see anything about the house. Let's see. Well, it says the house looks great. Maybe it is. But I don't see anything. I don't see where it says any. I don't see how far you got in the house. Okay, let's see. Let's see. How far do you get? I don't see it. I don't see. Do you guys see it? I see how is Donnie? Talk about Summer, please. Did Summer know her address when she went missing? Who is speaking? Hey, Candace. Let's see. I'm going way back up. This is where they're saying she couldn't see. Yeah, none of those questions she just said are on here. I'm just fact checking myself. You know, I hear the notebook. Continue.
What I'm doing.
Okay, sounds good. There has been, and I'm obviously you weren't aware of it, but please let's get this out there. Did you make an e-begging post? And what that is?
Where's that question? I don't see that question. Do you guys see that question? I don't see it. Do you?
People are calling it e-begging because
I don't see
there
it.
was a post created.
What that sounds like is they have a narrative they want to get out and they don't know how to get it out. So they were going to use this opportunity to get their narrative out.
That's supposedly was put in a Facebook group.
They're just going to do it in a question and answer format. It's no different than, so this is what the, media, like the office of the president of the United States, when they send their press secretary out to give us BS every week or whatever, to spin whatever's going on to make it look in the best light possible. It's no different. What they're doing, instead of just saying to us, hey, yeah, I did this, but hey, this look at it the way I see it, or whatever, instead of doing that, they're just doing it in question and answer form, and so she's saying, so listen, ask me this question so I can answer you this way. But nobody in the chat is asking any of these questions.
That where you ask someone if you could put your cash out there.
Look at us thinking so hard.
And it has floated around that you were begging for money. Was that you? Did you create that?
No, I did not get that. I don't even know what e-begging is. I've never heard of
Oh,
it until just now.
just now, just right this second.
I also want to make some people aware that there was recently a GoFundMe.
Oh my God, I just got to say, this press secretary is terrible. Candace, you got to get a new press secretary, man. This one's terrible. Where did you find her? My God, she's bad at this.
Me that we got shut down. It was created by someone that Candace had not even heard of.
She's like, some of these questions, look, do they need
we
support
had
for
it
their
recorded
animals?
and had it shut down.
If they were
you
actually
see
even
a
reading the
GoFundMe,
chat,
please report
wouldn't
it.
you?
If
they were
there
reading the
ever
chat,
becomes one,
if it
you
were
will
me,
be made
and I
aware
was
of
reading the
it.
chat,
But
Yeah,
if you see
I'll be the first one to
one,
let you know.
absolutely report it.
I
It
would
is
read that,
not
you know,
her
the
or done
animals,
by
like,
her or
look,
anyone close to her.
where's that? Oh, why
Okay,
is
moving along.
BK calling you a B dog CH?
Okay, so
no way.
tell us a little bit about
Is that
Summer.
real?
What holiday did Summer like the best?
She liked
Holiday?
her birthday the best, but she also
Is that
liked
in there?
Christmas.
Wait a second.
So she liked
Did you
those
guys see
gifts.
that
Yeah,
one?
she liked them presents for sure.
And that was the best. That's
Hang
what
on.
she liked best about Christmas and
hang
her
on a
birthday
second.
was.
No. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on a second. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pause it. I didn't mean to skip it to another one. I just meant to pause it. Okay, hang on. Just pause it here. What holiday what holiday did Summer like best? Okay. It's not that I'm not, you know, that's sweet. I'd like to hear about what holiday Summer liked best. That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that is one of the questions that they wrote down beforehand, because they know that people want to hear, when they hear about a sweet memory of Summer, then they forget about Candace and the fact that she's not answering any questions about the day that Summer disappeared. And why isn't she? If, for example, she likes to compare herself to another mother whose son's nickname Monkey is missing in, I think, Texas. And she likes to say, well, you know, they tell her everything when they're searching. And, well, I see her interviews and she will answer any question you ask her about Monkey. And she doesn't hesitate to go and be interviewed by the people that the law enforcement says is okay to be interviewed. But why is Candace so defensive about answering questions because when she was with Summer before she disappeared, almost like she doesn't want to slip up. But why? Doesn't make any sense unless there's a reason. And then that would make sense. But I don't know. You know, no one knows but her and Candace. I mean, but her, Grandis, and possibly some, you know, whoever else that was
The presents
at that
and
property.
the birthday
Just
cake.
being together as a family.
Oh, hi. Yes. Okay.
Okay. That's why I wanted to pause it. I wanted to see. Okay, let's see. Oh, did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear the notebook page? Did you guys hear it? That's so funny. That's my favorite part. Okay, here we go. So she's going through the questions of this Q&A, this spontaneous Q&A that there is, like, how many people are in this? Like 5,000 people here? I don't know. Forget how many people. There's 9,000 views now. but there's probably like between 1,000 and 5,000 people at the time. It may be less, maybe 500. Okay, let's just even say there was 500 people. 500 people in the chat asking questions, and for her Q&A after she puts her Cash App up and her wish list, and she is reading the questions from her notebook that she pre-wrote like this.
Okay, moving along. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Summer. What holiday did Summer like the best?
Okay,
She liked her birthday the best.
I'll tell
but
you
she
what.
also liked
That's what
Christmas.
I wanted to know. What questions were coming up whenever she asked what holidays Summer liked best? Okay, so these are the questions she ignored to ask what holidays Summer liked best. Okay, that's fine. That's cute. Like, okay, yeah, sure. But also, she's missing. So, like, can we kind of try to talk about like what happened when she went missing? Like, kind of the day she went missing, because she was with you, like the day she went missing, Candace. You know, oh, like it's just okay. Yes. So this is okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there's any questions anyway. I mean, there wasn't any questions for a while. I don't know. How are you holding up? Any situation, only mods. Can you ask the mods? Let's see. Does she need any supplies for her animals? Anything for the pets? Raps with Pew. Who is talking? The person with her does not owe anyone anything. She's on cam for a reason. Her reasons. Let's see. Candace, I'd like to talk to you off live. You're interested, email me. I'm gonna please, Candace, I'd love to talk to you. Thank you for being her friend. I heard that was fake. Good to see you doing lives again. Hey, Kaden. Cannot hear you. Hi, Candace in chat. No, that was not her. Stay strong, babe. Candace, you're looking good. Great friend helping you. Let's see. There's got to be some questions in here. Like, it's a Q&A, right? I mean, where's the question? There was. I see them all through, but I don't see any right now. Okay, looking great. Where's these questions at? Pet supplies for the pets. Where's the rest of the questions? I don't know. Definitely there's other questions. But anyway.
So she liked those gifts.
Here comes the
she
notebook.
liked them presents for sure.
Okay.
So that was the best.
You guys ready? Here comes the notebook. She just asked about the holidays, okay? And so here's a couple questions coming up, okay? So they're going to start asking questions in the chat, and she's going to hesitate for a second after she asked the holidays. She's going to hesitate for a second, but instead of looking at the chat to get another question, she flips her notebook page and then asks the question on the next page in her notebook, which is forget, but some other softball question that they've had prepared already. So listen.
That's what she liked best about Christmas and her birthday was the presents and the birthday cake.
Just being together as a family.
Oh, hi. Yes. Okay. Let's see.
Do you hear it? She hesitated. She's like, oh, because she realized there's no more questions on that page. So she looks down, no more questions on the notebook page. So she goes, okay, looks down, no more questions. So then she realizes there's no more questions. She turns the page instead of looking at the chat. So she already knows she's not looking at the chat for questions. She's looking only at the notebook.
What was Summer's favorite food?
Does that help find Summer?
She liked pizza, but she also liked different kinds. Like French fries were her favorite.
Her favorite. I think that's most kids. They love French fries.
Here's Crime Stories Obsessed
whether
question.
Whether they're made at home, whether they're done at a fast food place.
For example, over here's Crime Stories Obsessed. Have you searched, all caps, Exactly. Crime Stories Obsessed. Then you have Honest Rage, who puts in all the missing information. Thank you, Honest Rage. And then you have Libby. Could Summer tie her shoes yet? Which I think they do ask that question. Not sure what that has to do with anything. Let's see if there's any more like important questions in here while they were talking about food. Are you still doing scrapbooking?
We all know what cartoons Summer liked to watch, of course. But what else did she like to watch? What are the cartoons?
She liked a bunch of different cartoons. From My Little Pony to Rin Tin Tin.
I love My
all
Little
kinds
Pony.
of different ones.
All right.
Okay.
So I think that's all we're going to do tonight, as far as quick questions.
Hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. Wait a minute.
Anybody in chat that has
You know
a
what?
question,
No, I
go
just
ahead
figured
and ask
something.
now.
I figured something else out.
We'll try to get to a very few. Once again, you are not obligated
very
at
few.
all to send anything to her Cash App or anything off the wish list. It is there for those of you that have.
Okay. So now, you know what? I'm going to revise my previous statement. I think now, you know what I think happened? I think when she turned the page, I think there were no more questions on there. So I think she made up the last question on the fly. I think she's out of questions. I think she made up that last one. I don't think she read it off the notebook. I think she had no more questions on there to read. So when she turned the page and she couldn't find any more questions, I think she made that one up. I hope my mic's on. My mic on? I think she made that one up. Hang on a second. Oh, for goodness sake. I hope my mic is not muted. I give up if my mic's muted. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I think she made that one up. And then after she made that one up, she realized, oh crap, she's going to have to actually answer like, she got caught in the lights for a second. So she says, we're going to answer a question from the chat. They haven't answered a single question from the chat yet up to that point. So you got 11 minutes and 21 seconds in the video. They haven't answered a single question from the chat. Then you have Crime Stories Obsessed. So here's the questions that start coming now that they actually tell them, okay, now we're going to answer questions from the chat, but only very few, very small, very tiny few. Okay. So let's see which questions they choose to answer from the chat, you guys.
Ask about it and requested it.
What do you think?
Please know that those links are in the chat if you need them.
And there's the Cash App again, and there's the mention of the wish list again. But how come there's no time to answer any questions from the chat all of a sudden?
Okay, here's the question, Candace.
Okay, good. Finally.
Did Summer tie her shoes yet? Or did she have to have basically the Velcro kind?
She liked Velcro the best. She really didn't like to try to tie them.
It was easy for her to get
on. That's the question you picked?
Put them on and go.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
That's the question you pick. Out of all these questions. So she's asking
right now the Cash
Candace,
App
have you
and the
talked
wish
to
list
Dawn?
Is all Candace has. And that is the only form.
Did Summer know how to swim?
Payments that
how
she
can
can
we help
receive
you find
is
Summer?
through Cash App. She does not have a PayPal, a Venmo, anything like that.
Candace, what do you want the public to know about Summer? This is going so fast. All these questions about Summer, and like important
All different
questions to
things
help
on the
try to help
farm
find
said,
Summer.
You look pretty, Candus.
Actual
Thank you very much.
questions
I
are going by
appreciate
so
that.
fast I can't even read them
Oh.
all. But
How did
she's
you pick
gonna
Summer's name?
read
Actually, I didn't pick Summer's name. I let her daddy pick her
a
name.
question that we all already know
I named all three of the boys,
and
so
has
I figured I
nothing
had
to
to
do
let
with finding Summer.
Donnie pick
Oh my
Summer's
gosh.
name out.
Was it something out of
What
the
does
blue?
that have
or
to do with finding
did
Summer?
he...
It took him about 3 weeks to 4 weeks
How,
to be
and
able
then
to
she
come
says,
up
how
with
is
a name that he
Donnie?
liked.
Everybody loves her name.
He just
How
put it
often do you
together
get
about
to
3 or 4
talk
weeks
to the
it took him,
boys? I
and
know it has to
he
be
finally
rough.
come up with the perfect name for her.
Where is Summer? What's Summer's favorite flower? Did you take
Charlene says,
down
Charlene
Summer's
Smith
swing?
says, Candace, you look great. Thank you for doing this.
What did
They love to
Summer-
hear about Summer and to take care of yourself.
Did she?
I sure will.
Why
Thank
is
you
it
very
going
much.
So fast? So many, I guess. Okay, Dawn, do you have? I'm gonna have to slow it down so I can read it because it's going too fast. Okay, this is. Did Summer love to explore? Let's see. Okay. When did you last see Summer?
What kind of dogs do you have?
No.
Are they mutts? Are
No.
they like
No.
They're
Come
a mixed
on.
breed.
a mixed breed? Okay.
Come on. What kind of dogs? Seriously. What kind of dogs do you have? That's what you're going to ask Candace when you finally get to ask her questions. Okay, look. You have asked, like this girl right here says, ask
Y'all please
questions.
just bear with her.
Ask
She's
questions
just
wisely,
getting
guys.
mods.
Last chance.
It is overwhelming
No,
right now.
you're wrong. There is no chance. This is a
wanted to show her
joke. This is fake.
appreciation.
It's not
Sweet
real.
dreams. I like my
You know?
coffee with some French vanilla creamer in it.
That's the kind of questions you're going to get to ask. How she likes her coffee, okay? She's not going to answer any real questions. That's a joke. It's a trick. This isn't about answering your questions. This is about telling you what she wants you to know. It's about getting her narrative out.
Dawn
her
Not So
press
Sweet
secretary.
says you look refreshed, Candace.
Mhm.
Thank you. I feel a little bit refreshed.
This is not about
tonight.
answering your questions. This is about, so she's going to go through these. She's going to, when you hear long periods of silence like this, she's just waiting until she finds a question that she wants
I'm doing
to
pretty
answer.
good. I hope you're doing just as good as I am right now tonight.
See what I mean? How are you doing? She'll answer that one. Okay. Now she's going to wait until she finds another one that she'll want to answer. And then she'll do
Outside
that.
the box said you should go without a ball cap more often.
There you go. See, that's not.
I like to
That's
wear my
not
ball
a
cap.
Q&A.
Keeps the hair
You
out
don't
of
get
my
to
face.
pick and choose. You just answer the questions. But she's not going to answer the questions because it's not about answering the questions. It's about getting her cash out there. It's about getting her wish list out there. And it's about getting her narrative out there.
Summer Swing has not
This
been
is not about
taken
finding
down.
Summer.
It is
This
not
is
gone.
not about getting information
It's
out there about
still
Summer.
exactly
This is
where
about
it
getting
was.
her
Yeah,
narrative
it's not going
out there.
nowhere.
This is about getting her. This is for her. This is not for Summer. This has nothing to do with helping find Summer. This is about her. This is about helping get her narrative out there, get her Cash App out there, and get her wish list out there. Possibly to help her get her boys back. I'm not saying it's not going to help her get her boys back with the wish list and whatever. But I'm just saying that from everything that I'm seeing right now, it has nothing to do with finding Summer. She was not wanting to answer any questions about Summer that day.
Sorry for the little
what
breaks in
happened to
between, y'all. We're
Summer
trying
or-
to keep up and make
track.
everybody happy. And
No, you're not. You're trying to find a question that you want to answer. That's what you're doing. You can keep up just fine. You just don't want to answer these questions.
Thank you for spending
Says-
time with us, Candace.
Well, thank you for y'all watching and coming out.
Yeah.
Listen to what I have to say.
Mm-hmm. And then she's just, and now in a second here, she's gonna say,
Appreciate y'all.
she's gonna say, oh, and by the way, I'm not answering any questions about the case. After about 20 minutes into live, she's finally gonna tell us what we knew all along. But she waits until 20 minutes into the live after she's given you her Cash App 6 times and the wish list 6 times. Then she's finally going to tell you, oh, by the way, the only one thing that you want to know, like information about my missing daughter in the day that she went missing, I ain't going to talk about that. There you go. So what can you say?
Shout out to Jennifer Watts for the tulip bulbs. I appreciate that.
I mean, well, what else is there? And then did she just mute it to say something?
Summer have a favorite flower? Did she like
Yeah.
everything in bloom? Did
No,
she?
She liked cactuses the best, but she would use any kind of flower.
Oh,
she liked to
okay.
take flowers out of the yard.
Should we go
Dandelions.
looking flower
She liked them little, what are the ones called with the little white
fields?
things?
Do you think she's
blow
out
them
just
and they just
picking
fly
flowers
everywhere.
in flower
She'd
fields
love
somewhere?
those.
Oh, those little. We've always called them little wish flowers.
I
You
call
blow
them
them and make a
puffballs,
wish.
but I don't know what they
Yeah, you
are.
blow them and make a wish.
Okay, and then yeah, Crime Stories Obsessed. I like reading her questions. So look, let's read Crime Stories Obsessed question. Here we go. Where'd she go? Crime Stories
Who was
Obsessed.
the kid at
Right
the
here.
hotel with you? I'm gonna answer this.
Did you? Here you
because
go. This is
It
the
It was
kind of
not
questions I would
Summer.
ask.
It was my
Did
child.
you leave again
Okay?
after getting
Move
home in your
along.
truck? Yes, that's what I want to know, Candace. Did you, when you got home with Summer at 3:15, like we know you did you leave your house
When is your birthday, Candace?
with Summer?
My
And
birthday
if
is
you
May 3rd
did,
of
what
1982.
time did you leave?
You're gonna be an
Because
old lady.
you told
I'll be 40.
on
Thanks.
a live stream, you told somebody that you left the house with Summer in the car and you were talking to Dawn about between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. And you said you saw Jody Sue standing
Sorry,
there
we cannot do anything about the
in the
chat right
driveway
now. We were just wanting
waiting
to get
for
on for just a few minutes just to answer
Voldemort,
some questions.
whatever,
For her to say
to get home for
hello.
work.
See if
And
we
you
could
said you
answer
knew it
some
was
questions
between.
that people have been asking, and
You said you knew it was between 4:30 and 5 when you saw her in the driveway because you were pulling out in the truck. So, if you were pulling out in the truck and you had Summer with you between 4:30 and 5, where were you going? That right there, this is a good question. Why can't she answer this question?
tell those of you supporters that it is very much appreciated.
Very much so.
Let's see if there's another really good question like that. Like Crime Stories Obsessed is on it. And she
The
will.
mods that are there, you're doing,
That's why.
Thank you.
doing
You
your
guys are
best.
doing
Ain't no
great.
way in hell she's going to answer
Appreciate
one of her
y'all.
questions. She's the last person on earth she would answer a question from because she knows she would ask the right question.
Amazing Grace says, "Stay strong, lady."
Here you go. Are you answering
Thanks,
questions about the search? Does the police allow you to
Thank you
search
very
for
much.
Summer with them? I want to know. Did they let you know about the search that day? Because you say they didn't, but they say they did. And I want to know what time you found out about the search. Because you said it was 3 o'clock, but then Benny deleted it. And it was all over YouTube by like at least 1, but probably noon. And you're always all over
Well,
YouTube.
Emma Lou, nobody asked you, so it doesn't
So how
matter.
the
Move
hell
along.
didn't you know till 3 o'clock? And Benny
Doesn't
said
matter
he
who I
knew
am.
by
I'm a friend
11.
and
Hang
a
on.
supporter, just like many here.
She's a
Benny said he knew by 11. So you mean to tell me that Benny found out by 11, but he didn't call you? Benny found out by 11 that they were searching for your daughter again. After 8 months, finally come back to his third search. And he didn't call you. You didn't find out till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 hours later. Okay.
dear friend of mine.
I want to know
Love her to
too.
death.
Wait, what was that? What was that question? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not related to
Oh,
her.
this girl. Okay. Who cares? She's a press secretary, is what she is. You know what she is. Doesn't matter who she is, what she is.
Dan says they have a birthday on May the 4th as well.
Oh wow.
Press
Won't be
secretary,
long.
obviously.
It sure won't be.
But where's Benny? Is what I want to know. Did he get fired? Does anybody know? Did Benny get fired?
Okay, Sarah, where'd he go?
Did he sell his story to Netflix
Vanessa,
already?
Sarah Miguel. Me and Summer
Or
really
did he
loved to
get
fish
fired?
together. That was our favorite thing to do.
Because isn't that usually Benny's job? That's really strange. I thought Benny was the press secretary. Now I'm confused. A little. I mean, I guess. I guess that lady's there at her house and Benny's not. But still, a little strange. What did Summer eat the day she went missing? Good question, Jesse Cribb. That's a really good
Sarah, I will tell
question.
Mama Candy hi for you.
How about that one? How come Summer, whenever Candace tells this story.
Texas says, I like
Okay,
your
guys,
hair,
listen to
Candace.
this. Okay. I mean, these were good questions. Like, I could spend hours talking about these questions. How come Candace doesn't want to talk about any of these questions? It's her daughter. If my daughter was missing, I could talk about my daughter all day long. And the day that she went missing, especially, you wouldn't be able to get me off of the question and answer page. But, so, okay, what did Summer eat the day she went missing? Does anybody know if Summer ate anything all day besides a piece of candy? Anything. Not drank, but ate. And if you have children, let's say a 5-year-old, what happens to your 5-year-old if you don't feed them anything by say 4 p.m.? Nothing. No breakfast, no lunch. I mean, not a single nothing. Not a snack, not a chip, nothing. And 4 o'clock rolls around. I mean, if you've ever done that, if you've ever tried that, or let's say it's a late, I'm not going to say 4 o'clock because I don't know if anybody, I don't even know if I know that, but let's say, let me rephrase that. What happens to your child if you don't feed them anything and it gets to be the latest it's ever been in the afternoon for you and you couldn't feed them until, it got late and it just so happened that you had to push it back and they ended up melting down. Like, I know, for example, my son, if he doesn't eat and it's time to eat and I can't feed him until we have to do something and then I can't, and dinner's late or lunch is late, breakfast is late or whatever, we have to go to church, we eat breakfast when we get back. He has a total meltdown. Like, I know whenever he needs to eat because his brain doesn't work right. He can't function right. Kids need food to function. It's a serious thing. It's not like, for some reason, adults like me now, I can go all day, no breakfast, no lunch, even no dinner, no problems. Not a big deal for me. Kids ain't like that. Kids, if you have kids, it is a big deal. It's a huge deal. Huge deal. Like, I think it gets bigger deal the younger you get. Like a baby needs to eat every 2 hours, right? Think about it. Baby needs to eat a bottle every 2 hours. So that's like the older you get, I guess, the less important it is. So at 5 years old, it's still pretty damn important to be eating every so often. You can't just skip food for that long. So what did she eat? Like, that's really important. Good question. Let's see, who asked that again? Jesse Cribb, good question. That's important. And then this person says, I seen another person on this channel, just shitty channel, and gal made a comment being subbed in the last live. Your comment, I don't know.
Looking good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like a comment with her. I don't know.
Queenie JM says you're just a baby.
Hi,
at 40.
Candace. Do you feel
Yeah,
it was?
well, I feel quite old. Thank you.
Hi, Candace. Do you feel it was a stranger abduction or someone you've known? How can we help you find Summer? Why do you guys think that she wouldn't answer questions like this? Like, how could this possibly be? Do you guys understand why she wouldn't answer a question like this? If it was your child that was missing, can you think of any reason possible that you wouldn't answer this question right here, at least? Do you feel it was a stranger abduction or someone you've known? How can we help you find Summer? And then, let's see. You have, if Summer was listening right now, what would you want to say to her? Whoever keeps saying cornbread pop. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't expect that. Someone said whoever keeps saying cornbread mafia needs to be blocked. That's just stupid. Do you take the fish off the hook? That's weird. Why is somebody asking about fish? Question. Here, there you go. Amber HHH. This is exactly what I was saying. This would be my question. At least one of them. Amber HHH at Candus Wells. I can help you with all the settings. Here, question. Why did the 911 operator say you went for a walk? Right? Care to reply, Candace? Can we get an answer for that? Candace? Would you like to answer that? I know you're not going to ask these questions on your stream, but don't worry, honey. I'm making a video, and apparently I'm going to ask them all for you on my stream. So at least people will know that at least people will have a video, and they'll know the questions that you wouldn't ask and you wouldn't answer. So that's the least I can do, right? I'm trying to pick out the most like important ones that I would at least that I think or I would have asked. Those are some really good questions, and or some of them I don't even know why she wouldn't answer. That makes no sense to me. They're telling her how to use her YouTube and stuff like that, and they're really just being supportive. They're not being mean. They're telling her God, and praying for her. God's on her side. She looks beautiful. They're being very supportive. Everybody's being very kind. There's no hostility whatsoever in here. This says, do you think Donnie knows more than he's saying? Good question, right? Hey, Candace, keep your head up. I'm praying for you. What part of your house do you like best to remodel? Your children seem to have a lot of quality time going out. Is that like okay? If Summer was listening right now, what would you say to her? Did Summer okay. Why does somebody want to know if she knew how to tie knots and touch fish. That's weird. Okay, and then this person, Angie Tate, is a good question. She says, "Am I missing something? Why are we not revealing who is with you?" Yeah, good question. Why so mysterious, Angie Tate? Because very strange, right? Big secret. Press secretary. Doesn't matter what, like, who it is. I'll tell you what she is. She's a press secretary. And then Cal says, "Candace, did you hear anything odd that day?" Why? Why not answer? Like, that's a good question. That's a really good question. That definitely is very important. Because you know what? She might know some things that she doesn't even know that she knows that's important. But if she doesn't talk and she doesn't retell the story and she doesn't say anything and open up about it, then no one else is going to be able to examine her um her story and try to find things, that clues that they might be able to help put together what happened that day. But I don't know, maybe that's the point. Maybe she doesn't want anybody to help put together what happened that day. Like, it makes it very suspicious. It's very strange. I hate to say that, but it does. It makes it very suspicious of her. But I'm not saying that she's guilty of anything because I don't know. But it does cast suspicion on her when she acts like this. Do you have something of Summer's that's very meaningful, sentimental for her? Respect, Candace. Regardless of everything, let's see. If Summer was listening right now, okay, we read that. Once in a lifetime friend. Who? When is that? Okay, you look beautiful. Do. Did you ever make cupcakes with her? Guys, leave her alone. Chat's blowing up. What's Summer's favorite thing is? I seen another person. Let's see. Anything else? Any good questions on here? I thought I saw. Did somebody just writing the same thing over and over again? Holy crap! Tell Mama Candy hi. Besides Mom, do you not have any family supporting you? I'm the only here for support. Candace, have you been able to see your boys lately? Support of what exactly? Thank you for putting yourself out there. This lady says, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean here. I don't. But like this lady, she says, "Thank you for putting yourself out there in hopes to making some headway." Okay. You need to read the lady. Please help me, Facebook. You need to watch the rest of the live stream. She absolutely did not put herself out there to make headway. What she did was put her press secretary in charge of releasing her Cash App and her narrative. And that's exactly what they did. Okay. Here's Crime Stories Obsessed again with a real question. And Crime Stories Obsessed says, "How close were you to the," and I think she's going to say swimming hole here. That's my guess, but I'm not sure. She doesn't finish. "How close were you to the H? To the hospital?" Oh, no. How close were you to H? Okay. How close were you to H? Okay. Like H, like the boy. Oh, whoa. That's a Yeah, that's a touchy question. I'm not surprised you didn't answer that, actually. Okay, and then you got another one, like, Crime Stories Obsessed, like, is exactly all of those questions that I would have asked, and I definitely would have wanted to know the answer to, and Candace is not touching with a 10-foot pole. So, Candace, did you know a man with nickname Will or Willie? Answer: It's so important to find Summer. I support you from UK and protecting you from evil people. That's a very strange comment from United Kingdom to know a specific name and say, "All right, I'm just gonna keep going." Let's see what else. So all these questions, guys, she just passed right over to ask about I don't even know what she was asking about. Just nonsense. I mean, not nonsense, but stuff that wasn't gonna help find Summer for sure. If Summer was listening, I'm glad you have a friend there. I thank you for being there. Um, let's see. How are you coping without Dawn? Okay, true friend. Let's see. Hi, Chihuahua. Dawn visited yet? Have you visited Dawn yet? That's a good question. Well, I don't know how important it is. Do you think the internet can help find Summer? Does Summer know her address? Have you been to Minnesota? You and your family are in my prayers. We're excited. Was Summer excited to go to school? Are you allowed to visit Dawn? Okay, Candace Bly, I can help you with the settings. Question. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're back to my question. This is my favorite question. Question. Why did the 911 operator say you went for a walk? That's my question. It's my question too, Candace. And if you see this video, can you please leave a comment down below and answer that? I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so let's play.
Miss B said, Candace, are you safe?
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm actually
Is Summer
doing
safe?
just
Is
fine
Summer
right
safe?
here.
Summer. Is Summer safe? Is what I want to know. Who the hell said are you safe? Obviously. She's obviously look at her. Who said are you safe? Come on now. Who said that? I want to know. I want to know who said it, and I want to know the question. She skipped around it to read, are you safe? Or did she just make it up? Please tell me she just made it up. That's even better. Do you guys see, are you safe in here? I don't see it. I really don't. She would have had to, they would have to just write it, right? I mean, because she was like, she just read it. She was like, are you safe? I don't see it though. Honest to God, I don't. I really don't. I don't see anybody saying, are you safe? Here's what I see. I think Summer looks like her money. Will you be getting teeth? Please tell Mama Candy from us over this side of Tennessee. I live 30 minutes from you. These people have so many opinions. I don't know. My inbox, Facebook. Okay, Summer is listening right now. Would you say to her, sorry, that was it earlier. I need to get to the bottom of this. And this thing's hidden under my. Come on. Okay. I just have to push play to get to the bottom, I guess. Oh no, that is the bottom, huh? Okay, so here, this is the, are you safe? Nowhere. You have, oh wow, do you have company? Mom Bear, I like your comment. 40 or you're good. I want to apologize for all the mean people in the world you have dealt with. You look good. Let's see. Whoo, Candace Bly. Prayers. Will you be getting teeth? No one said, are you safe? I don't think. I don't see it. If they did, let me know in the comments, but I don't think I see it. Doing Candace Bly, Candace UB, whatever you want to be. Here it is again. Look, this is what they skipped to say, are you safe? Amber H. Thank you so much for being smart, being a smart girl and persistent. Because here it is again. She dropped the question again. I bet you they're like, go away. God dang it. We already ignored this question. But because she dropped it again, now they have to ignore it again. Now they're probably like, oh, we better get off of here because other people are going to start noticing this question and she's probably going to repeat it again. And other people might start asking it. So probably it's time to get off of here. So, because then you have other people like this is the same person, but other people might start asking it too. So you have I bet you this is right before she says she's got to go. Because I don't see anyone that said, "Are you safe?" I don't think anybody said that. But you said, "Have you spoken to Donnie?" And then you have
Bye,
sending
Lori.
you hugs. Candace, whoops. Get me over here. No. Okay, then you have, did Summer ever play make believe? Have you got hang on, why are you going so fast? Okay, now they're reading, you see her looking at the screen? She's reading those comments, but she just doesn't want to answer them. Okay? She sees them all. She just doesn't want to answer them. She doesn't want to talk about the day Summer went missing. Why? Did Summer okay, so now we know that she does not want to answer anything that's on the screen right now. She doesn't want to answer, have you found out why Sheriff Lawson lied about you and said you lawyered up? She doesn't want to answer that. She doesn't want to answer, have you ever done time? She doesn't want to answer, did Summer say prayers at bedtime? She does not want to answer these questions. She does not want to answer why. She does not want to answer, have you contacted Ronnie Lawson to ask why he said you wasn't cooperating and have an attorney? She doesn't want to answer these questions. Because look, she's intently reading them. She's reading. Hang on. See what the rest of them say. Something sends her over the edge. She reads them all, okay? She's still reading them. She's reading, and then we got, let's see, what else do we got? We got, okay. Let's see, top doll, let's go down. Okay, the picture is fuzzy, but not only her hair. Okay, just somebody telling her she looks good. If you knew what day was potentially your last day with Summer, would you have done or said anything differently? She doesn't want to answer that. She doesn't want to answer, if Summer is listening right now, what would you say to her? She doesn't want to answer, what part of Minnesota have you been to? She does not want to answer. Let's see.
Just let everybody know I'm not answering no questions about the case.
Told you. She does not want to answer these questions. She doesn't want to answer. She's been reading all of these questions for the last 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. She knows what they are. She doesn't want to answer them. She doesn't want to answer these questions. She doesn't want to answer. Let's see. I skipped a few here, so I'm going to go back and see what they are. Just the last couple that just set her off right before she said that. So she doesn't want to answer, have you dreamed about Summer? She doesn't want to answer, do you intend to stay in that house when Dawn comes back? She doesn't want to answer, I can help you with all the settings. Question, why did the 911 operator say you went for a walk? Good for her. She said it again. I told you guys. I told you she was going to keep putting that in there. And that they were going to, that she keeps putting that same question. They're noticing she's putting that question, and either other people are going to start copying it, or else this is going to end this live stream. And what it looks like, that's what happened. Candace ended the live stream because this question right here is so important, and it's huge because Candace has been telling the same story to all of us for 9 months. It never changed. But when this came out, the 911 dispatch said that she said something different. It's the first time that that part of her story changed. But it changed before it ever even started. So it's very confusing. But she's never answered to that. She's never answered about that. So she doesn't want to answer that. Why wouldn't she want to clear that up? What? Get to what? I don't care. Okay. You're okay. Did Summer say okay? I mean, I just want to see if there's any more comments that because something ticked her off at the end that she's like, I'm not answering any more questions about this case. Yeah. She's like, I'm not answering any more questions about this case. Okay. So I was just looking to see if there's any gonna be yeah, so it's people asking about, I guess it's just like people asking about Sheriff Lawson and the attorney thing, and then you have that 911 call. And that's basically the two things that were asked at the end where she says, I'm not talking about the case. So you might as well not ask. She says that at 24 minutes in, you guys. It's a 25-minute live stream. So 1 minute before this is over, she tells everybody, oh, by the way, I can't stand it. Holy shit.
Just let everybody know I'm not answering no questions about the case.
This is so funny.
That is not what's going on tonight.
That's propaganda. What else can you call that? Oh, by the way, I'm not going to answer any questions about the only thing that anyone gives a shit about, my daughter who's missing. But if you guys want to know my favorite color, my Cash App and my Amazon wish list, that's actually what this live stream is going to be about.
I want to thank everybody that was patient tonight. I really want to thank the mods.
What the fuck,
Yeah, I appreciate
guys?
the mods very much.
Okay,
you guys
so
did an excellent job.
yeah, there you go. There's that. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Yeah. Whoops, exited the wrong one, so have to get back in my. I think I exited my. Actually, I exited my StreamYard. Yeah, I think I did, but no, I didn't. Well, anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. Look, I got my detective hat on, so I figured it out. She's a press secretary, and she's taking Benny's place. And that right there, what we saw was propaganda, so that she could get her Cash App out, and her wish list. And yeah. Okay, see ya.